Hi everyone, welcome to the lab. Today I have a cool experiment, actually two for you today. So I found these star paper clips. They're just normal paper clips. Grown-ups use them to put papers together. They clip together. But these are kind of unusual that they're star shapes, but everything else about them is the same. But since our story was about Abraham and the promise that God made him, that he would have as many children as there were stars in the sky for him to see. So this isn't as many stars as you can see in the sky, but there's only 60 of them. But I am going to amaze you with this fabulous trick. I am going to make them jump to my hand. They're just going to jump right off the table to my hand. I can do this. You're just going to be so amazed. You better be sitting down for this. Okay, so I'm going to put my hand right here. Watch carefully. Don't blink. You're going to want to watch them jump, okay, to my hand. So I'm going to say the magic words, right? Abracadabra. Let's see if I can get all of them. I'm not reaching down to grab them. I just want to see if I can get them all. Maybe not all, but still amazing. Let's see if I can get that last one. And I lost them in the process. Let's see. I got all of them. Can you see? I'm not doing anything to hold them onto my hand. I got all 60 of them right there. I am just that amazing. I mean, can you believe it? I mean, really? I'm just that. Oh, wait. I wasn't supposed to show you that, was I? Well, okay. So I'm not all that amazing. I have a very powerful magnet on top of my hand. But it is kind of cool that it can work even through my hand. See again? Just watch. And I moved it around a couple times, so I was doing it so I could get it to go a little bit to get those extra ones. I didn't mean for it to go on top of my hand though. Isn't that cool? This very high-powered magnet. But magnets do work even through our skin, which is a little bit alarming, isn't it? But I thought it was cool. I hope you have a great week. Love you. Hi, I've got another experiment related to stars, sort of. Okay, so I just made some stars out of pipe cleaners, okay? And you can make whatever shape you want. But I thought it'd be fun to make some crystals. But it takes some patience, and that's something that Abraham and Sarah really needed. Remember, it was a long time between when God originally promised Abraham that he would have a son until when he did. So that was a long wait. So we're not going to have to wait 25 years or anything like that, but it's going to take a couple days. So we're going to come back and check in on it. But you can make your own crystals at home, and we'll talk about a couple different things. So all this is some yellow food coloring. You know I love putting food coloring and everything. I'm going to move this one out of the way. And a clear jar. And so all I've done is tied the pipe cleaner to a little piece of cord. And I am going to pour some boiling water. So you need grown-up help for this. It does need to be boiling, and Miss Jane needs to be better at pouring it. And so I added a little bit of food coloring. I wasn't sure how dark that would be. I might add a little bit more. And this is only if you want your crystals to be colored. They don't have to be. All right, and then we're going to add something called borax. And it's a laundry booster, so it helps your clothes get cleaner in the wash. And then you can make soap and things like that out of it. So I'm going to add a few scoops. We did it on the other one just to see about how much it would take. So the idea is you need it to be oversaturated. And that's a big word, okay, and a big phrase, but all it means is that you want it to be so much in there that it can't dissolve in the water. Okay, so you're going to see a little bit at the bottom kind of pool up, just settle on the bottom. And that's when you know you have enough. So I'm going to try to dissolve it. And then if I need to, I'll add some more. So you just want to make sure that the string or cord that you have it on will make it go down in the water. And you kind of need a wide mouth jar. So I tried my mason jars to start with, but I was afraid the crystal, once it was done, wouldn't be able to come right back out. So I found these vases and took a chance on them. All right, so see, you might be able to tell there's some powder that's still at the bottom, like I'm stirring it. And in boiling water, things dissolve pretty quickly usually, and this is no longer dissolving. So I think I have enough. And I just put it on a straw, but it could be on a pencil or anything that can go across that will hold it in place, because remember, we've got to leave it there for a day or two. All right, and I'm going to do one more. Now, it might take a little bit more to do this one. And it looks like I'm going to need to go get some more water. I'll be right back. All right, I got a little bit more water added, and I don't think that this water is quite as dark, so I'm going to put a few more drops of food coloring. And I think this is going to take a lot more of the borax because it's a much bigger jar and a lot more water. So I'm just going to pour some to begin with, so you're not sitting here watching me do this too long. And then we will get a little more careful in just a minute. So this is something that your parents might be willing to pick up at the store to try. But remember, I told you there are lots of things that you can make crystals out of. And the key is that you have to make the solution oversaturated, just like this. So you can even do it with just regular sugar and water, and you'll make different kinds of crystals, okay? So you don't have to have borax, but I wanted you to see what these would look like. And it's not a bad thing to have at home. And like I said, it'll help your laundry get a little cleaner, gives it a boost. I'm not making anything on the sales of borax or anything, so I'm not trying to do a commercial for them. It's starting to settle a little bit, but I can't really add more later. So I'm going to put some more in right now. And if there's a little extra that's wasted on the bottom, it won't hurt my feelings. Like I said, boiling water normally will help things dissolve really quickly. So we should be able to tell if that's enough. You give it a little bit more boost. We just want some big, thick crystals on this to try. All right, so I protected my work surface from the boiling water because these are now pretty hot. And I just made a couple different stars out of pipe cleaners. You can use any kind. And then something so that it'll brace it across the container that you have it in. Okay, and the container has to be safe for hot water, because I just pulled this off the stove. Okay, so remember, grown-ups have to be involved. Okay, let's check back tomorrow and see what's happened. All right, so let's see what they look like. So this one has a little hook on the top that I didn't mean for that to happen, but the crystals just grew. I'll lay it down. And this star, really simple to make, just twisting the pipe cleaners. One suggestion I saw online was to, oops, this one's stuck, was to wrap it around like a cookie cutter for whatever shape you want. But you don't even have to have a specific shape. I did stars because that worked into our story today. So the sparkly pipe cleaner kind of shows through. I don't think I would use yellow food coloring the next time. That doesn't seem to stand out. Some of the ones I saw when they used a brighter color like red or blue really made it stand out. So those are just things you can try at home. And remember, you don't have to have the borax. You can just use sugar, and it'll make different types of crystals too. So just a fun experiment to try this summer if you have a day to wait and watch and see what happens. I hope you have an awesome week, and I hope you remember Jesus loves you more than you can imagine.